So can you teach others to become shape
I
changers?
cannot teach you, no. But any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt. What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something
We are in
personal.
camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Okay, so done talking to Morgan for now. Now let's talk to Alistair. I'm sure he wants to talk.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about
You
Duncan?
don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Either one of these. Either that doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss, or he was like a father to you. I understand. He was like a father to you. I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey
I
Wardens?
don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for their... when they fall in battle. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We entomb our dead within the stone beneath our
I
ties.
heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the Tig. It sounds so strange.
Maybe so. Duncan is one of your people, however, not ours.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
He was a friend of mine,
That's
too.
good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Alright.
What do you need?
I'd like to
Ask
ask you
away.
something. So you said this Arl Eamon raised
Did
you?
I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Oh, yes, sure. I'm sure that's absolutely true. Oh, that would explain the smell. That's not what I remember you telling Flemeth.
Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any
Oh.
smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was
Oh.
a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arl Eamon wasn't my
Aw.
father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me,
Aw.
and he didn't have to be. I respected the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Huh. He wasn't your father, so does that mean you know who is?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well.
Oh, wow.
The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Wow. Wow, that's messed up. The man takes him in to raise him after his parents die, And then when he marries this woman from Orlais, and there's rumors that he could be Eamon's child, even though he's not, she gets so, I guess, offended by the rumors that she just sends him away. Doesn't even make the place a home for him anymore. Huh. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember
Wow.
I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid,
Whoa.
stupid thing to do.
Aww.
The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Aww. And you think that the Arl will help us?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway,
Uh-oh.
that's really all there is to the story.
Huh. Maybe. Although I have a feeling there may be more to this than he's letting on. Companions. Ah, okay, there. What was that we just unlocked in the, Alistair? So, serving girl, her young. The Jarl's wife, Isolde, suspected the reason her husband took an interest. His child was that Alistair was Eamon's son. The boy we sent away to the Chantry. Wow, this... I cannot wait to meet this Isolde. She sounds terrible.
What do you need? Ask away.
Let's see. So, how did you become... Let's start at the beginning, though. Let's start. Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Uh-huh. I thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
You had lots of these pillow fights, I take it?
Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I do really want to know,
Poke,
yes.
poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Arl Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
By the way, I just noticed that Liana is just watching us talk. She's just over there just staring at us. She's like, I wonder what they are talking about. What did you enjoy about the
The
training?
education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Orzammar is my home. I miss it. I really do.
But it's not your home anymore, right? You can never go back for good. I think I
Nope.
understand how you feel. We won't always be traveling like this, you know? Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a
Not
far
while
ways
this is
off.
going on, though.
And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
No, not for good, Alistair. Not for good. Remember, there's still many of them out there. Just because it's just the two of us here doesn't mean there aren't more out there. And it doesn't mean the Order won't continue. They can be
I
rebuilt.
suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
I love that glow on his face from the fire. Makes it look like he's telling campfire stories.
What do you need?
Quiet down, Mikey.
Ask away.
So what can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So Templars can use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Huh. Have you hunted many mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
I would think not. Wow. So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Huh. So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Huh.
What do you need? Ask away.
So can you teach others to become a
I
Templar?
suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
You don't think this is important?
Of course I do. It's just... I don't think you necessarily need Templar secrets to defeat the Darkspawn. Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
So basically you need more approval before
What do
he'll
you need?
agree to it.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey
Same way
Warden?
you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Ha ha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
So you mentioned before.
It's really for the best. I'm not exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you so badly?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The chance we didn't lose
maybe.
much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Oh, Alistair. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Aw.
What do you need? Ask away.
So tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Tuh. Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from
That's
here?
a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go
great.
north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Huh. Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Oh, great. So what happens now if there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them.
Oh, man.
Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
I see. Well, we need to start rebuilding the Order.
Eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
guess
how
so.
to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it.
Huh.
Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
I have no more
About
questions.
the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away.
Never mind. Okay, so that's all I could do to talking with all them for this moment when it comes to things, or comes to their current approval level. So let's take a look at each of them. Still kind of in the middle. Mikey is all the way full approval. Liliana, I think, is actually the far. Oh no, I'm wrong. No, although that's right. I already used the special gift for Sten. So now, let's see what happens.
You and your friends
if
are
I
formidable folk,
get the
indeed.
gifts
I'm sure.
for the others that we have right now. Because as I mentioned, there will be more. A Grey Warden hand puppet. A lute. Ooh, of traveling bards. Ooh, that's for Liliana. A stick. Well, that would be for Mikey. An Alistair doll. I think Morrigan would like that. pet rock. Amulet of Memories. Let's see if Alistair likes that. I honestly don't remember. I really don't. I think...
Is that for me?
Yep. Woo!
Really?
That definitely is for him.
Wow. Wow.
And he gets a funny reaction. This is definitely from Morrigan.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
A doll of Alistair to torment, no doubt. And a fat loot for Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
And I know, so you go like, oh, that's cheating, you know, or whatever. Look, it's part of the edition. I usually use it. It definitely helps boost things and speed things up. As you can see, it helps out their abilities, so... Alright, so now that these guys have gotten 50 plus boosts, let's talk to them some more. First with Alistair.
Something on your mind?
I have
Of course.
questions. Now can you teach others to be a Templar?
Others, yes, but not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way.
Huh.
Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay. We got that entry now.
Something on your mind? Of course.
So what changes about you after the
You
joining?
mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't
Oh, it's
tell
not
you?
that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I haven't felt anything like
Really? I saw you eating dinner the other day. Savage.
that. Hey! Yes, well,
Ah,
brrr.
yes, the classic camaraderie of two men traveling out in the open.
Belches.
I take it you were like this before the joining, then. Oh, then
I'm a dwarf, what do you
there were the
expect?
nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's
Or
even
hive
worse.
mind, I guess.
You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
I would say it's, it's like a hive mind is what I would say, because in terms of how it reminds me of the Zerg in StarCraft and the Overmind, how he was like the driving force. So like the Archdemon for the Darkspawn is like what the Overmind or Kerrigan is for the Zerg in StarCraft. That's how I relate it. Anyway, nightmares. Yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same.
Varies.
Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's
The
how a
real
Grey Warden
nightmares?
knows his time has come.
I'm sorry, what? His time has come? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well,
What are you not
in
telling me?
addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take.
30 years to
taint.
live, give or take.
It's a death sentence. Ultimately,
Whoa.
your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's
Really?
tradition.
Huh. Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The
That
oldest
makes
Grey
sense.
Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle.
Ah,
Not that there's
yep.
a shortage of Darkspawn
That definitely would
during
make
the
sense.
Blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. There you have it.
Yeah, now it definitely makes sense. Now it absolutely makes sense as to why it would be such a secret, because they don't want to tell them, hey, by the way, if you become a Grey Warden, you're going to have about 30 years left to live. Or so. Now I can definitely understand why it was, it definitely was, kept a secret. I never, well, it seems a high price to
I
pay.
suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the Blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know,
Yeah,
Duncan...
that's true.
He started having the nightmares again. He told me that. in
Really?
private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got
Oh,
what
wow.
he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
Wow, so Duncan didn't have that long either. He was near the time when he would go to Orzammar to fight till he died. Huh. He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
Ending the Blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Exactly, that's what he would want.
Something on your mind? Of course.
I'll ask him these in the next part. Or, hold on a second. I'll ask him these in the next part.